Hey, this is Dtales 0026 with another rant on, a subject that I really don't have much anger towards, but there's a couple of things I want to vent about. We're talking about the Digimon anime series, and if you're wondering why it fits into Wolf Bites CG&E, anime that inspires card games still counts under our territory. And if you don't think so, I don't know, go shove your head back up your mama's ass and try to be reborn into a world where that does not happen. But anyway, back to Digimon. I'm going to cover the seasons up to date. So the first season, I really don't have that many problems with. It was what it was. It was Digimon. It was new. It followed along with all our favorite, characters, Tai, Matt, and they had their Digimon. And everybody always liked to have the cool Digimon, so it was either War Greymon or Metal Garurumon near the end. A couple of people liked Angemon, particularly girls liked Angemon and Angemon. Overall, that series had a decent ending. They defeated Apocalypse. They realized they didn't need the crest. And then, like most animes, they left. And they couldn't come back, or so we thought. Now, this is where the movie continuity starts to get into play, because they had Digimon the movie. And the first two parts about this, the first two parts that I'm going to talk about right now, are they had... Well, how can I put this? They had the beginning of Digimon, how the kids first met their first Digimon. Tai and Kari met the Agumon that I believe represented the good in the world, so they were helping the good somehow fight back. And then it showed Boku no War Games, which is what happened after the fact, their fight with the Aboromon. Which led us into Season 2. Season 2 of Digimon was very interesting because it kind of told everyone that, hey, the digital world and real world are aligned again. And not only are they aligned again, but new Digidestins. Ones that have had contact with Digimon in the previous adventure. Davis, of course, had contact because he was one of the people being held at the center with the Bakumon. Yoli sent a whole bunch of emails during the Diabora battle, and I forget what code he had, but pretty much the new Digidestin used Armor Digivolving, which was really exciting. In the Japanese, they had a really cool theme. American, they used the stupid little Digimon theme. That gave birth to the second part of the Digimon movie, aside from the crappy rap song that I hate with a passion, which I could rant about, but I'm going to save that for if I do a Digimon movie rant, period. At the end of the second series, what happened was all the chosen children were able to see their Digimon anytime. Basically, it showed everyone grown up, everybody had... The digital world was free access. Now, if it had ended there, which I think it was supposed to. At that point, it was supposed to end there. I would have been cool with the series. I really would have been. The stretching that came later when Disney took over was kind of bad. The next season to come out was Tamers, and that kind of restarted the story. Young Takato dreams up a Digimon, finds a Digivice, and adds one of my favorite features, the Card Slash feature, which brought in the Digimon card game. Of course, they were using the Japanese version of the cards, but I really can't complain because, heck, it's not too much to change a fucking graphic. That series got dark, including a portion where Leomon got stabbed through the chest and his data stolen. This brought a whole new love for Digimon for me, especially with Renamon, but that was my own little thing, and I'm not going to go into that right now, but furries know what I'm talking about. The rookie Digimon were also a lot bigger, with the exception of Terriermon, who was also seen in the second movie, and obviously couldn't change his character model. Although he did change Golden Armor Digivolving to his normal Digivolution, which I still don't get. And this is where the continuity of it being a complete timeline kind of went out the window for me. Because in this world, nobody knew about Digimon. It was a popular card game. I really don't care, but that sprung 2 movies. And at the end, once again, the Digimon had to go back. And luckily, Takato found the entrance to the digital world that they originally came through. Now this is where I thought, hey, maybe they're going to do another series of Tamers? Tamers 02? I was hoping. Because, you know, I would love to see Renamon again. But, no. Next, Disney took over the dubbing. And things got a little weird. Because they made the strange choice of, instead of the Chosen Children having partner Digimon, they have Digimon spirits that let them transform into Digimon. Who the fuck writes this shit? The whole point of Digimon is bond between a person and their Digimon, and there was a development. Season 4 lost that development. Digimon Frontier didn't have, oh, well, we're bonding with our spirits. It's stupid. Kids didn't want to have a Digimon spirit. They wanted to have a partner Digimon, one that turned into a giant dinosaur and then could wreck shit. And then you're still you. Not turn into a freaking snow bear or turn into like a legendary warrior. I guess they were trying to appeal to a different audience, but come on, stay with your continuity. Anyway, Season 5 came along, and I'm not going to end Season 4. Watch it yourself if you want to freaking pull your hair out. Season 5 came along, and that has one of my favorite characters, and actually one of Ballmoon's favorite characters, Marcus Daimon. Or, as he's called in the Japanese version, Daimon Masaru. Because, you know, they couldn't put Daimon Masaru in American. That just doesn't sound right. Now, this series starts off with Marcus punching Agumon in the face. Oh my god, fangasms were had. I think everybody wanted to see Agumon get punched in the face. By a human, no less. So, basically the whole story with this is they become friends, and DATS, aka the Digimon Attack Tactics Squad, or whatever it was called, they basically take care of Digimon that come into the human world by deleting them, turning them into Digi-Eggs, and sending them back. Fair enough concept. I can go along with that. Do we get to punch more Digimon in the face? Yes, we do. Okay, I was cool with that concept. The new Digivice, or the Data Link, as it's called in the US, basically is done by concentrating Digisoul, aka DNA, which, thank you, Disney, for fucking that up, concentrating Digisoul into your hand and then charging it into the Digivice. The more Digisoul you use, the higher level you get to. And this also brought an advanced Mega Mode, the Burst Mode. Yes, I do use Mega. I don't use Ultimate because, you know, that's what I grow up with, so deal with it. The Burst Mode is basically just a mode change. It's the same as Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode, or Gallantmon Crimson Mode. It was just a change that made the Digimon more powerful. But at the end, you fought a concept that we're going to be seeing a lot, Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil is supposedly the god of the digital world. Alright, I have a couple of issues with this. First off, Yggdrasil is a really overused godly name. I mean, really, you couldn't use something better? Oh, well, it's a cool name, I guess I can go with it. But Yggdrasil was a giant statue that needed, first, Marcus's dad's body, which, you know, as the storyline went on, you found out Marcus's dad was the first one to go to the digital world, which, again, fucks up the continuity, but I don't give a fuck anymore. As long as I get to punch Digimon in the face. Basically, he needed Marcus's dad as a body, and then he turned into a giant statue thing. Then he turned into another statue thing, and then Marcus punched him in the face. See a theme here? I do, and I'm happy. Basically proving that Digimon and humans have infinite potential. Now, I'm going to go off the beaten path and say that Yggdrasil was also an Evolution X and was destroyed by Alphamon by stabbing himself through and giving Omegamon his power. Okay, I'll bite. How did that happen? I don't know. But I can only assume that this is what led into Season 6, which is not out in America, even though there is an America dub being made, I believe. I might have seen it, I might not have seen it, but it's amazing. Cross Wars, which I believe concentrates on some kid, another goggle boy, and his friends get transported to the digital world. Now, his friends go back to the human world because they don't have a cross-loader. About halfway through the season this happens. Now, cross-loaders let you fuse Digimon. Basically, Jawgrass or DNA Digivolving. But you can do it with up to 5, 10 different Digimon at once, which makes for some unique combinations. Now, all these Digivices in the series that I'm going to talk about later in my Digivice rant, they kind of fuck up, you know, the usual two-prong system that I liked. Crossloader, they just went overboard. They did make a mini, but it doesn't connect to any of the ones that I have so far, so we'll see if I get that one. But the crossloader basically worked off of sound. So it has a sound scanner. You would hold up the crossloader to the TV, and you would get a Digimon. Simple enough. Or you can hold it up to random sounds, pretty much. It also comes with an MP3 player, which is pretty cool, but I'm going to save that for my Digivice rant. Bottom line, Cross Wars. I haven't seen the end of it yet, but I have seen some of the transformations. Digicross is a cool concept, and they do eventually Digivolve normally, so they are keeping with it. I've only seen bits and pieces of that series, but it's satisfying in the least. And I don't think Disney can cock it up at all. We have Beelzemon back in that series, which is another good one. New costume change, but still wonderful. Well, that's it for my anime rant. Stay tuned for my Digivice rant at another time. I'll see you then.